So I lost my voice a couple of days ago. I don't mean like raspy voice or anything like that. I mean, I completely lost my voice. So the day before that happened, that morning, I had woken up with a sore throat, but I didn't think much of it. I just went about my day. So that next morning when I woke up and I tried to say something, like literally no sound was coming out of my mouth. I was so confused. So I guess I was sick, but I didn't have a lot of symptoms. My throat was a little sore, but my voice was just gone. In my entire life, I had never experienced anything like this before. I've heard of losing your voice, but usually you can still hear the person a little bit. And it's ironic to me because when you think of someone losing your voice, you usually imagine someone that's extroverted, they've been screaming at a concert or a sports event. But me, I barely talk anyway, so I'm like, what's the point? I was also a little annoyed because I had put in a request on TikTok Shop for a lavalier microphone, the one that you see here, and it had come in the mail, and I was so ready to use it, but I wasn't able to film the video because I had lost my voice. You should get one of these, by the way. It's really, really dope when you're going on a rant like I am right now. The point of this all being that, over the course of a few days, me not being able to still recovering, of me not being able to speak, it definitely made life more difficult. I did have a couple important phone calls that I needed to do that day and some other work stuff, but I literally was just not able to do it. This whole experience, it taught me two things. One is that there is a lot of value in being able to speak. I think that speaking is something that we often take for granted. The other thing that this experience taught me is that other people don't know how to function when you're not talking to them. I can't tell you how many times I either texted or wrote down to someone that I had lost my voice, yet they still called my phone or tried to have a conversation with me, even though I couldn't respond. At that point, I'm like, okay, either you didn't pay attention to what I was communicating, or you did see what I was trying to say, but you chose to ignore it because either the silence made you uncomfortable or you just decided to do what is always easiest for you to do, which is talk. So there's a lot of value as well in being able to discern the situation, to read the room, to really pay attention, to listen, to understand nonverbal communication. This whole experience with losing my voice just kind of reminded me of what my experience has been like, as an introvert. A lot of people say that introverts can't communicate, but the truth is a lot of introverts can communicate, and we can communicate quite well. It's just that a lot of folks just don't take the time to appreciate the nuances of how we communicate. And because it's not the same way in which they communicate, it's a problem.